This tutorial will guide you through pretty much everything you need to know about the Turnitin assignment. For those who don't know much about Turnitin, it is plagiarism software. This is what the website looks like. Moodle now has a Turnitin assignment module, and this can be used by any department wanting to school their students into the art of writing their own assignments rather than copying great swathes of it from the net. In this tutorial, you're going to watch as a Turnitin assignment is created. You'll see two different students submit their work using both text submission and also a Word document. And each of those submissions will contain various forms of plagiarism. You're also going to see the teacher view and the student view after the work is submitted, and you'll have a look at the Turnitin report view as well. So first of all, let's create a Turnitin assignment. Now I've just turned editing on, and let's say we want to put a Turnitin assignment here. We just call it a 7-inch rock music assignment. Now it's under add an activity, and you notice it doesn't appear under the assignment options. It actually appears on its own down here. So we've just given that a title and some very basic instructions. Now, submission type. You've got three choices, two activity types. You can have a file upload, which means basically a Word document, or students can submit as text, or any submission type. So I'm going to choose any submission type because I'm going to have two different student logins, so two different students submitting work, and I want them to use both types, so as you can see what happens. Therefore, I'm going to have two parts. Now you can have up to 5 parts to your assignment. I'm going to have part 1 as text and part 2 as file upload. Obviously you can reset your maximum file size and overall grades and all that sort of stuff. Now, student originality, what that means is, do you want the students to be able to see the originality reports as they submit? Now, the default is no, because basically they should know if they've plagiarized or not. So most people would choose no at that option. By the way, these settings are explained from information from the Turnitin website. To any advanced options, you can choose to allow late submissions or not. You can generate reports immediately, or reports can be overwritten, or they can generate reports on the due date. So whichever suits you there. Stored student papers, best to leave it as the default. Check against stored student papers. So down the track, if you've used this a lot, the system will check against other student papers that have been submitted, especially brothers and sisters, if they've gone through the same system. So they're all stored on the Turnitin site, so that's a very useful function. Check against the internet, obviously yes. Check against journals, etc. Yep, keep all them as default settings. Exclude the bibliography. You may or may not want, again the default's no, because you usually want to include the bibliography, but you've got choice there obviously. And exclude small matches. Well, you know what that basically means, I believe, is you might be fine with 5 words or 10 words or 1% of it being copied. It's up to you, so you can put in a number there and choose either words or percent if you wish to. Leave the rest in the default settings. We're not going to go through restrict access. That's pretty common to all of these activities. I'm going to choose save and display because we want to see what the next step is. And this is what we've got. So we've got 2 parts, maximum 100 marks for each. I could have changed that to 50-50 if I wanted to. And these other options are going to be more relevant once we have our students submit some work.